Guys, and if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, left side here, that's the tight end Fant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson on 1st down.
They'll get that complete to Alberto.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter. Pistol, let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now Jackson. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So that'll back them up 5. And Jackson throwing once more. He gets it complete to Harris. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make this a second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Escaping the pressure right. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
picked up by Justin Simmons. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Rolling to his right. And he's got his target, Harris. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Oh, he gets loose right side.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Nick Bolton.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And McManus able to put it through. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0.
So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things as it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run with Barkley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jack under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Mahomes now on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now left side on the swing pass. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On third down, Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And despite the late lead, Jack's under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they did it in shutout fashion.